Hammer strikes left, huh?
All right, so let's see what it can do. I'm gonna turn it on. Oops. All right, that was not necessary for it to stop. But, you know, it's not really officially supported in parking lots, but you can try and turn it on anyway, and it kind of works, so.
Sees the human, sees the stop sign.
Being super cautious. Overly cautious, really. There's a lot of shit going on. Okay, come on. You can figure this out. You got it, you got it. Come on. Let's go, bitch. You can do it. Oh, no. Idiot. Okay, it
Just
might
waiting
be,
for the light.
it might be trying to figure it out. Oh, there's no right on red.
I wonder if it knows that.
Probably
It's just
not. It's
obeying
probably
the light.
just that it's like in the left turn lane. Okay, come on. Let's go, bitch. Let's go. Come on. You can figure this out. I have faith in you. Yeah, come on. Come on. You can figure it out. Come on. Okay. Yeah, that's right. There we go, baby. You got it. That wasn't the smoothest, but I figured it out. Just cruising, enjoying the scenery.
Yeah. It's nice.
See how smooth that is?
Yeah, no, it's better than regular autopilot.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I just have, you know, city streets, and it's just always slamming on the brakes really hard.
Yeah.
Like way harder than a human. Like,
Okay, watch this.
did you signal it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But do you see how tight it can make the lane changes?
Yeah, that's good.
I know, right?
Good. It's like
I
a
can't
human,
wait
it's like-
until everyone gets this. It's gonna be so awesome. People are gonna be like, fuck yeah. And then I just look at all these Teslas and it's like all of them are gonna have this. And this place is just crawling with Teslas. It's crazy. It's like one of the most common car types here now.
Yeah. You don't. Yeah, there's just like cars you just don't see anymore. Like I don't see a lot of BMWs anymore.
Yeah.
I don't see like all you have is like really old Priuses, but no one's buying Priuses anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. Why would you?
Yeah, it's like I see a lot of Lyft and Uber drivers with Tesla with Model 3s now.
Yeah.
I see a lot more than like some of these guys have figured
Yeah,
out
and I've been
switched.
getting a lot of Model 3s when I call Ubers, which is awesome.
That's cool. Yeah,
You can just get there
prefer
so
it.
much faster. It's so much, you know, more comfortable. And of course, like, electric's great too. Because Hertz is basically renting them out
Yeah, I saw
to Uber
some
drivers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there they are. Super chill. Not gonna bother anyone who's walking or on their bike. Humans are gonna be much more aggressive towards them.
Like, is there a nag that has to tell you to like that you're?
Yeah, I just did the nag.
Oh, okay, I didn't see if it was like flashing or not.
Yeah, I just did it before it started flashing.
Nice.
I honestly just get so excited, like, you know, the market's tanking, whatever. Everyone's so pessimistic these days. They're like, oh, everything's going to shit. But then I just go drive in this thing and it's like,
everything will be okay.
yeah, it's
We're
like
okay.
they're actually solving autonomy in the like cars that people already have. You see that? I was like, why isn't it going? It saw those guys
and
over
it
there.
wants to wait.
Yeah, exactly. It saw them before I did.
Yeah.
And started waiting. Like, you could make the argument that it was like too much waiting, you know, but
Yeah, a human would have said fuck that and just
Yeah.
went.
But
it's like
the fact that it
it's
can-
valuing
yeah.
life over should I go or not.
I mean, I wouldn't have even seen them. I would have just gone.
Yeah.
So at least it's aware of them and it can make a decision.
People are so much more distracted now. If you just look left or right, everyone's
So
on their
many
phone.
phones,
Everyone's driving on their phone.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I do it too, but I'm usually, the car's usually doing it, you know, so like, I mean, I guess, you know, I'm kind of excused because like, I'm like, look, I'm watching where the car's going. I'm good.
Yeah, you can't go on the phone with this. Watch what happens if I take out my phone. I just pretend I'm texting or something.
Is there a warning that comes up? Oh,
see that? Please pay attention to the road. If you do that too many times, they'll take away your FSD.
Yeah. So yeah, actually, I'm more dangerous because my autopilot's not
FSD Beta.
FSD Beta, so it's not watching. Well, actually, my car's so fucking old, it doesn't even have a camera in the middle, so I'm good.
Exactly.
But
not your problem.
Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, it's hard to let go of my car. It's like it's got all the free stuff on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stuff. I was tempted though. I found out my car, like I could probably sell it for like $90,000 or something.
Holy shit!
Like that. Like I only, you know, paid like a little bit more than that, but then I'd be out of a car.
Yeah.
For a while.
And it's fucking hard to get these.
Yeah.
I can't see it getting easier anytime soon.
My Y that I ordered kept getting pushed. Now it's like September to November, so it's a whole year since I ordered it on Halloween. But I changed it to a Performance, so hopefully that changes.
My dad ordered an X. We've been waiting forever for it.
How many seats is he trying to do?
6.
Oh, 6 is what they're pumping out right now. But
I know, but
6 is only plaid. Is he doing long range?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ordered in November, so it hasn't been that long. But they're saying July right now.
That's not bad. I have a neighbor who's waiting for July for his X, so we'll see.
Okay, this is like a roundabout. It's been fucking up recently. It's supposed to like turn right, but for some reason it turns left because it thinks like these little things on the right here are like cones that are saying the road is closed or something.
Huh.
So it sometimes just does some crazy shit here. So let's see if it's able to actually turn right or if it fucks it up. Okay, yeah, there, see. Now it thinks it wants to go left. Okay, now it wants to go right. Oh. Now this guy behind me, what the fuck are these assholes doing? Okay, I gotta take over.
That was fucked up.
See, that's like a major
gotta submit
issue.
that.
It's gotta pick one way. You gotta go right or left. That was like, it was trying to go both right and left.
And then it went over, and then it went into the median.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is super tricky because this place is all under construction. There's like cones and like the lines don't even make sense because that looks like it's the wrong way.
Yeah. But they can figure it out. Here's something interesting.
A dude in the street.
Bunch of kids.
Another baby.
Oh my god, she's just like letting the baby roll. I don't know. I'm not trying to judge her mothering abilities. Okay, this guy's trying to go around me now because...
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
He's like, fuck this guy. But yeah, that's kind of like the main, like, one of the top reasons I disengage now is just to like not miss a light, you know?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. But it's just like being a little slower because it's not confident. As it builds up its confidence, it's going to be like having a race car driver that can just like take you around. It's going to be insane. Isn't this so fucking good?
Yeah, it's really smooth. Like, I did it about a year ago, and it was really rough. But we took it to some fucked up places. Like, we took it all the way up to the top, like, to like the top, the Berkeley Hills and stuff, and that was really tough. But I was like, yo, this, like, it's
amazing, but it had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's just right now. It's just all about the edge cases. The basic stuff is like easy now.
Yeah, and even like it can handle a fair amount of like weird stuff. Like you see a weird situation happen, like more often than not, it handles it. It's just kind of like, you know, it's not 100% there yet, but I don't know. I'm really starting to believe in like the trajectory. Like, yeah, it is just getting better and better. So you just kind of like extrapolate it out. Even if they could just make it work as well in terms of like miles between disengagements as the highway version, like not even fully autonomous, just as good as it is on the highway, that would be fucking huge. People would buy the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Like, this literally becomes indispensable. You don't ever want a car that doesn't do this.
Right.
You can't go back to just driving manually all the time.
Yeah, you don't have cars with like roll down windows anymore. Everyone has automatic windows. Like,
yeah,
you know, anti-lock brake systems. Like, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be people are gonna want it standard on their cars.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's like, okay, they've got this thing to make the car move around the world. I get the robot thing. Like, yeah, they could probably make a robot walk around too. It's the same thing basically. Like, okay, here's the space. Here's where I can walk.
Didn't Elon say, like, he's like, well, the risk adjusted is actually much lower with a bot.
Yeah.
Right? You're not like dealing with like a moving, you know, 4,000-pound vehicle that could, you know, take a whole bunch of people out. You know, a bot could maybe take one person out if it went haywire, right? But
that's the thing, is like, no one would ever make a bot that good, because it's like, why would you spend so much money into making it that good when, like, if it fails and like falls over, what's the big deal? There's no big deal.
Right.
But if you start with a car, it's like, okay, this is like life or death. This has to work perfectly.
Yeah.
Then you take that foundation, you're like, all right, let's put this in a robot, and then you've got something that can like move around the world with the reliability of like a self-driving car. That would be pretty insane. Like, you can just send your car out to the store with a bot. The fuck? I hate when it does that. It's
Why
like,
did you do that? I wonder because it's how this pull.
no, it's because of the guy on the other side.
His high beams or something.
No, it's not the high beams. It's just like when it sees someone coming on this side, if it thinks they're too close, even if there's like a yellow line, sometimes it'll like, see what it just did there?
Yeah, it wants to avoid them.
Yeah, it just wants to move over to give them space, but sometimes it just dives so much, so unnecessarily, when like the guy's like on the other side of the road, we're on our side of the road.
Yeah.
There's no like collision, but it's just like, oh my god. And then, yeah, it just does that. It's super annoying.
Yeah, lately my my autopilot on like it gets like, it's like it's up and down because like each update I'm like, okay, is this going to be the update that's like it's really good, or is it going to be like really shitty again? And it's like, I don't know. I'm like, shit, should I calibrate my cameras again? Because it likes to fixate on, it's the big rigs that it really likes to watch when, even though they're in a different lane. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you worried about the
all right,
vehicle?
so check this out. Here's another guy standing in the middle of the road taking a picture of his car. So let's see, is it gonna run him over? Shit, I think it is.
Nope.
Alright, that wasn't really the best handling, but at least it didn't kill him. We got cars, we got bikes, we got people.
There's no lane markers now. Alright, it sees people. How far is it gonna?
Slowing down for them. Pretty fucking sick, right?
Yeah.
Like,
wow,
you got like
really
those kind of situations where it's just like, what the fuck?
And then
but then it's like mostly pretty good. So that's
Chill.
what I mean. It's like, it's getting pretty close to release, you know? They just have to like work on issues like that, and you know, then they can release it. And like, it used to be way more of that kind of stuff.
This is kind of interesting too. Oh, good, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, we made it. All right, let's head back. Oh shit, it's gonna try and get on the freeway. That's fucked up.
You probably have to add the museum back in the coordinates.
Oh, the museum? What's the museum called?
The Walt Disney Museum, is that what you...
Oh, yeah.
That was the stop you
Yeah,
had,
then I
and
can get it
then
to...
it'll-
Then I can get it to not take the freeway.
Yeah.
Alright, here's... Yeah, like, this is gonna happen. You're gonna be able to just have any, like, Model 3 or Model S or X
Just
or Y, just
subscribe and activate it.
yeah, and they're gonna make this work so well that it'll be better than you at driving in every way. It'll be faster to get there. It'll be safer. It'll actually be like smoother and more comfortable, more so than like you could have ever been. And it's gonna work on people's cars. Like, people really don't believe it.
Yeah, it's hard to, you know, if you don't have any like basis for what you're experiencing or you're comparing it to.
Yeah.
I think like Tesla owners with basic autopilot might, you know, believe it's possible, but it's hard to unless you actually have it, you know.
Exactly. You have to kind of live with it for a year and see the improvement to really believe that it's possible.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, they just keep making it better and better. Where does this lead eventually?
Yeah.
Either driverless or they find out what the limit is. You know? Yeah, you know, like Elon might actually not be full of shit when he says, like, I think we pretty much will have this solved this year.
End of the year, yeah.
Like, I don't know about like robo-taxis by the end of the year, probably not, but like releasing it to everyone who paid for it, I think it's actually very doable, assuming they work really hard, of course. But that's what it seems like. I mean, they're like already, you know, coming out with 10.12 you know, tomorrow for this car, and it's gonna make what we're running right now obsolete. So it's like,
you say they're still working on single stack, right?
yeah,
Like, cause that's kind of been delayed. 'Cause he was talking about that for a while.
They've been working on testing like the single stack, which is basically just running this on the highway since like last July. So they have people testing it, but they're like, we just need a shit ton of miles because this has to be like better than the old highway autopilot in every way. And it's gonna be so sick. It's gonna like make lane changes so much more quickly and smoothly. But obviously, like,
the lane changing has gotten better though, because when I first got it, I took my car right when they had like basically said fuck you to Mobileye and they were starting to rebuild their own.
Yeah.
You know, and it was
a shit show at the beginning.
Yeah.
It was like limited to 50 miles an hour at first. Really shitty.
Only the people with like the old S's that still had Mobileye were like. Still
but now they can run FSD Beta, so probably worth it. Yeah, and I love just kind of being like, all right, take me here, take me there, whatever.
Yeah.
And like not even paying attention. Like sometimes I'll just even close this, and I'll be like, okay, I'm not even looking at the map.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to music, looking at, you know, the road.
What's the like, do you feel like it's still like San Francisco's still really like the ultimate like testing ground?
No, it works way better in LA.
Really?
I mean, well, not LA proper, like, oh god, I hate when it does that. It's again the same thing. It's like diving, less severe this time. But it's like this exact spot in the road, it has really like trouble here. For some reason, it thinks it's too narrow. So hopefully they fix that in the update coming tomorrow. But yeah, I think I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, like in LA, like you mean like on the west side, like Torrance, like
yeah, exactly. Like the suburban areas, like it's really good there because it's just kind of very simple.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not like San Francisco where you got all these people, streets that go straight up into the sky, like all this crazy shit, you know?
Yeah.
So I went down to visit my parents for like Mother's Day and stuff, and because of some other family stuff, and it was like, I was like, wow, you know what? I didn't have a single takeover today. I drove with FSD all day. Yeah. And I didn't have a single takeover. Every drive was 0 takeover. Mm-hmm. So that's like what you can experience there. And there was still like a bunch of takeovers, but I mean, you're like, okay, this is like what it's going to be like when we have robo-taxis, basically.
Yeah.
You can just get in your car and just have it take you everywhere you need to go, and you don't do anything. It's great.
It's funny. I see a ridiculous amount of Waymos when I'm always like.
I know. So many Waymos
like,
and cruises.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a sticky situation. We got some kids. Okay, come on, don't run any kids over.
Emergency flashers. Having to go around.
All right, very cautiously, making sure there's no cars coming. Sick.
Has the car curb your rims on like turning corners? Because like I've had friends that were like, my rims are fucked up.
Not recently, but yeah, it's happened in the past, particularly in the like very old updates.
Yeah, it doesn't know, like it doesn't calculate how.
Well, it's just, you know, it's a beta software. It just comes up with the wrong turning angle sometimes.
I mean, humans do that too. So
yeah, I mean, you just have to be aware. Like, if it looks like that, you just got to take over. So, you know, well, usually once it happens, people learn their lessons. It's kind of like it seems so good that people don't kind of expect that it could happen. But then once you're kind of aware, like, okay, this is something I kind of need to be aware of. Mm-hmm. Then you can do it. But, you know, it's definitely happening a lot less over time. It's like, it is getting much better at keeping a good distance from the curb that makes you feel comfortable.
Does it know this side of the roundabout?
Yeah. This one it can do.
But this one's coming from the other way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Alright, not perfect. Kind of went over the median a little bit.
That's not that bad. I mean, at least it's not a... It was like a soft curb. It wasn't like...
Yeah, it's not like a hard curb.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have had to disengage. This is like the other thing I don't like. It's like...
What do you... Yeah.
Yeah, it's like going through the intersection at 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
People are like, what the fuck are you doing?
I have the digital license plate on the back of my car, so...
yeah?
They have one little like message on the bottom that you can change it to that says probably on autopilot. That's what you need.
Really? On the digital license plate?
Yeah, you can like, yeah.
You can add like an image sticker?
So right now I think mine says like Tesla made in USA, but there's another one that says I'm probably on autopilot.
It'd be cool if you could get that to turn on when autopilot activated from like the CAN bus or something. Just very chill, you know?
Yeah.
Just feels like you're on a Disney ride, kind of, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think the other turning point is that when you have like an inflection point where there's enough robo-taxi. What the fuck? Why did it have a blue LED light on that Toyota? But, you know, because it's like people are such bad drivers.
Yeah.
And they're just so unsafe. And it's like when you have, you know, an inflection point where there's enough robo-taxis and just, or even just autonomous cars, right? It's like, if you just rule this as like a safety feature, just like kind of like automatic braking is, like, it's just going to reduce, you know, a lot of just problems with human intervention of driving. It's just, I mean, I swear, I feel like you can argue that like half the population really has no business operating a vehicle that could kill people like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's just not...
Nor do they really want to, most people. And yeah, like the active safety features, like even when you're driving manually, the fact that it has this awareness that it knows how to not hit people by itself, that means it knows if you're gonna hit someone, and it knows how to get around it. It can actually like apply that itself. Like, they're working on a feature called like automatic collision avoidance that basically uses FSD Beta and it's gonna basically try and just avoid collisions automatically. Okay. Waiting for this guy to cross.
That oncoming car is going to be interesting. It sees it though.
I might have to give it some gas. Come on, bitch, let's go.
Oh shit, it won't.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, baby.
Good.
It could have been a little.
That was good.
Could have been a little better, but it was good. Yeah. I mean, the fact that this shit's just running with cameras—that's the craziest part.
Yeah. Right.
And like the sun setting, the lighting's changing. It doesn't matter. You know.
Still have like your front bumper still has those little radar discs, right? Like, because they still use it for parking. Like
I have the.
distance.
I got the car before they removed radar.
Well, I think they still have it. Because you would still use it
they
for
don't
parking proximity, like when it's telling you how many inches there are from the.
That's the ultrasonics, the sonar.
Oh, okay.
But I think even like the parking is like computer vision now. They switched to vision for auto park, and then they're gonna do like the reverse summon thing where you can have your car go park itself.
Yeah, I forgot what Elon said. I think I asked him that question. He's said like, "Oh, coming soon."
Yeah, 2 weeks.
That was his 2 week stuff.
I mean, it's gonna be sick once it ships. Like, once they ship a version of Smart Summon powered by the beta, it's gonna like be actually amazing. You'll be able to use it in like a Costco parking lot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it'll actually work.